Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. Catch called for and made. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. On the ground, it's off. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line needs to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets a block. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First down here for the offense. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And this passing game has them calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Madden. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterback. quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the easy completion. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Motion from the offense. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He makes the connection. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again.
I like the offense using misdirection there because at this point in the game, you're just trying to get one guy out of position. If one guy can lose leverage, that can be an explosive play offensively, and you saw it right there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the timing just a hair off. Goal coming up here. They'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the 4th down.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! You want to make sure this Boomer Sooner crowd gets it going early. That is one way to get it done.
And we get to break out the Sooner Scooter. The wagon gets to come out. Everybody gets jacked up. Everybody gets excited. Oklahoma has an electric atmosphere. When these fans get involved early like this, good luck.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control. A 14-play touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Shaw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Aztecs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Sooner offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll snap it with a minute to play here in the opening stanza. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Got his man out of the backfield. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You've got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 7, San Diego State 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Line getting set on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it behind the line. It's Shaw. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll try the left side. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's going to run it. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. The Sooners are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
A lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, like when it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the 1st down. Great job by the offensive line, creating some space and getting the 1st down.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quickly complete. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Snap it to the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. At the 20, he's got space. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And how about the true freshman? We've heard about this guy. We heard he's got a chance to be really, really good. Talking with coaches this week, and he gets...
They get through, and it's blocked. That's a live ball. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Nifty little dance step. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Aztecs will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's going to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
No return coming. No call for the fair catch. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one deep. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range.
Going for it all. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire on second down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Looking to move it through the air. Fires one high and deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw. He caught it. And he got it right to the doorstep before he was knocked out of bounds at the one.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. And he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a two-touchdown lead of 14. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Aztecs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He'll be stopped.
Oklahoma Sooners will take over. First and 10.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. And if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to get the first through the air. Lets it fly. Makes a connection.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Gets it out fast. They get him down after he makes the catch.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll line up for a second down play. Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. They're going to throw it again. Right down the middle. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's got his man. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Here we go. On second down, he'll fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Gore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release on the RPO. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
And the Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They move the tight end all over. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
The sure hands, it's Fleming. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
They'll leave it with him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
Tackle is made after the first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Running to the left. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with the lone back.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's looking to throw. He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 21, San Diego State 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quick strike complete. Touchdown Sooners! And the punishment has been extended.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Time to take a shot. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Get set, go!
He'll run it again. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field. And this guy, you know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Slams ahead. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fair catch, called for and made. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Akbar. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Aztecs come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he drops to throw. They're trying to get to him. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the right. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This is a guy that can find you the big yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Movement here from the tight end. On the move. The Sooners get enough for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here we go. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Here we go. Here's the handoff. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. What a disappointment. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Well, we talk about how rain can affect the passing game and ball security, but affects special teams as well. This kicker has now missed 3 field goals.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Moves away as he feels pressure. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab at jaw. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Aztecs will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. Snares it outside. It's Kramer. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. After this, it'll be a wrap.
Second down coming up.
On second down, looking again to throw. Going for 6. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you. Put up a bunch of points.